to Vlogmas day 1. I am going to try and do Vlogmas this year. I may be a day behind just because today is day 1, December 1st, but I'm going to post on December 2nd, so that's how it'll work. I really just think I'm going to put together, some of the videos I post will be pre-recorded just to save me some time on days that I'm super busy. There'll be little snippets from my day, from what reading I'm doing. I work from home. I live a very simple life, which I enjoy. There's not much to show in vlogs, so it might be a lot of just atmosphere. I am going to be putting out my Christmas decorations, so hopefully it'll be a little festive too. Yeah. So that's kind of what to expect from me for Vlogmas. Low key, no big deal, just some fun content, hopefully. I will be doing one advent calendar. I did get the Keurig 24 Cups of Cheer advent calendar. I was inspired to do this by Brittany at Brittany Loves Reading. I'm not a huge drinker of flavored coffee, or I hadn't been until this past year, and I've gotten more into it, so we'll see. You'll have seen the clip from this morning was cinnamon sugar cookie, which was good. I would probably only drink 1 cup of that, and then actually I did have a second cup of coffee, and it was coffee I already had, which was just dark coffee, dark roast coffee. And yeah, that's gonna be my advent calendar for this Christmas. I will be reading, so I'll link below. I'm not really doing a big TBR. I'm not doing any readathons. I don't know if there are any. Just kind of a go with the flow kind of month for December reading. I will link below kind of my pile of shame books that I've started this year that I really want to finish. Considering I've only really been reading at maximum 5 or 6 books a month, that may be all I get to, or I might not even get to all of those. But I do have a few that are going to be more priorities along with that list, because I may have some more time. I've mentioned that I'm really in an audiobook kick lately, just when I can have some time to do things around the house. I just put my headphones on and have an audiobook going. So most of what I think I'm interested in reading, I can find on audio. So that's a good thing. One book I know I will be reading is a buddy read I'm doing with my friend Lee. We are going to read The Christmas Wager. I can't remember who it's by. It's by Holly somebody. I'll put a picture here. I think we're going to start that in the next week or so. I may read, let's see, the other holiday-ish book I may read is more of a, I think it's more of a winter read. This is The Lodge by Kayla Olson. I know nothing about this book, and it was a cover buy when I was doing the independent bookstore crawl recently in my town. This is about a woman who's a ghostwriter of a memoir for a guy that was in a boy band, and a member of the boy band actually went missing, and nobody knows what happened, but they get somehow locked in a lodge, and clues are starting to come forward about the missing boy band member. Now, I love me a good boy band. So, and it's a little bit mystery. It's closed, like it's isolated in the lodge. I mean, maybe it'll be interesting. There's probably going to be a love story. I did get this at the romance bookstore. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll just be cute and cozy. I would also like to read, and this is for the Read Good challenge that is hosted by Ben Reads Good. I have done a lot of the prompts in different months, not the months that they were assigned, but hey, you know, that's how I got them done. But I've been saving this book for the December prompt, which is to read a book about brothers. And so I'm going to read Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I did just get my hold came through for the audiobook from the library. So I'm excited about that. This is about brothers Peter and Ivan. Peter is a Dublin lawyer in his 30s. In the wake of their father's death, he's medicating himself to sleep and struggling to manage his relationships with two very different women. Ivan is 22-year-old competitive chess player. He's always seen himself as socially awkward, a loner, and the antithesis of his elder brother. In the early weeks of his bereavement, he meets an older woman emerging from her own turbulent past, and their lives become rapidly and intensely intertwined. The two grieving brothers and the people they love. This is a new interlude, a period of desire, despair, and possibility, a chance to find out how much one life might hold inside itself without breaking. That sounds fun and festive. But I have enjoyed Sally Rooney. I think I've only read one of hers, although I have several of them. So I'm very interested to get to this. And like I said, the audiobook just came in from a library. I'm also going to do, as far as I know, one more episode of Reboot My Reading Year. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I will link below the explanation video, the last two vlogs. I have not found a 5-star. I got close with one in my last vlog, but we're still gonna try. In the previous two episodes, the first one, I read books by authors that I have given 5 stars to. I think that got me 2 4 stars, which was pretty good. The second episode, I read books that other people that I either follow, know, have similar reading tastes, gave 5 stars to the book. So I read it. Like I said, I think I got a 4 and a 4.5 star out of that one. So we're getting there. We're getting there. This episode is going to be a little bit more random. So I randomly scrolled on various social media platforms, and the first book I saw that I owned that I had not read yet, I am going to read that book and hope that it's a 5-star. Now, nothing that I saw in my scrolls said that whoever read it gave it a 5-star. So, but I do feel confident in at least 2 of these that I will like them. One of them I haven't even hauled yet because I got it in the independent bookstore book crawl that I just mentioned I got the lodge at. And when I was scrolling, an event for this author came up at one of the stores that's local to me. I'm not going to be able to go to the event, but it's a book I own and we're going to read it. This is Angels at the Gate by Sherry Joseph. From what I understand, first of all, this is a local author to me. That's kind of what jumped out at me when I saw this in the bookstore. But it's basically on at a remote university. There's a death of a student, and kind of in a place that has some significance or old history too. And then a year later, another student who knew the student who passed away becomes study partners with the student who died, their former roommate. And things start getting a little creepy and kind of questioning a fraternity maybe, and who knows. And it's just part of it says that it is a poignant exploration of college life to the beat of the 1980s of a 1980s mixtape set in an unusually insular environment permeated by misogyny and kind of repression. All of that sounds really interesting to me. So we'll see how it is. Then I scrolled Storygraph and saw that my friend Melinda at A Web of Stories is currently listening to this book that I got at a book festival where I heard this author speak, and I haven't read the book yet, even though I was so excited when I heard her speak, but yet I still haven't read it. And that is Awake by Jen Hatmaker. This is about her divorce and kind of life altering, like just everything changed at once for her. We'll see how that goes. And then I was scrolling GoodReads and saw that my friend Jane just started reading Sandwich by Catherine Newman. I previously just last month, no, this November, yes, we're in December, last month, November, there we go. I read Wreck by Catherine Newman. I'll link my review of that book below. It was a book club book for an in-person book club that I was finally able to get to, and had a great discussion, met some great people. Wreck was actually the second book in the series. This is the first book. I already own this. I just didn't know it was a series until I finished reading Wreck. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning. I liked the characters. I liked the writing. I do have access to the audiobook for this one as well. So hopefully it'll be a 5-star. We'll see. That's kind of it for my reading that I plan to do in December. I may do some just random reading. I've got plenty of books to do that. So yeah, just hang out with me, see what I read, see what I get up to. For December, I typically do go on a road trip, and I probably will vlog it, but we'll definitely spend at least the next 24 days together for just a little bit. I hope y'all are doing well. If you'd like to come along on Vlogmas with me, be sure to subscribe. Let me know what your favorite part of December is. Is it the weather? Is it the lights outside? Is it, I don't know, the dark and cozy nighttime? It gets dark so early. Yeah, let me know what you're looking forward to in December. I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.